What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the penultimate, my favorite word, episode of House of the Dragon.
It's the one we're waiting for.
It's called the Green Council.
Oh, great.
Do you think this is the one where they legalize marijuana in Westeros?
No, I don't think that's what the green is, actually.
Are you team green?
No, are you kidding me?
Nah, but I'd still do anything for Olivia Cook.
Sure, but like Alicent is the worst.
Yeah. Played beautifully.
She tried last episode. You know, we saw some like character development, which is like
she was
very
human
cool.
for a moment.
She was. Yeah, I have a feeling that's about to change because she interpreted what her dying husband was saying.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you want the full length reaction, go over to patreon.com/nerdynightly. And if you don't, just watch this video. You're already here.
Might as well.
Right? I thought I was about to like cut to Aemon to like playing a sad piano.
Oh my god, no.
You're sure?
That sleeping outfit is incredible.
What did Aemon do this time? Or Aegon? Which one of them fucked up?
No.
What?
Viserys is dead.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that little kid saw?
Yeah.
Oh. Seems weird that he was in there, but okay.
Who knows?
No.
Yeah.
My handmaiden tell you. Some of the servants.
Be about the king being dead. Everyone's gonna find out about the king being dead. No, this is something else going on.
No, it's they're trying to figure out what they can politically maneuver before everyone else finds out. Because they don't want Rhaenyra to be
You wish
king.
for Aegon to be king.
Yeah, no, that's not what he said. That's not.
Alicent! Damn it!
That's not what he said at all.
Uttered with his own lips. His last words to me, and I was the only one to hear it. And now he's dead.
So you keep it to yourself. Okay, I guess it is that he's dead. I just thought it was weird. I was like, everyone's gonna know in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but you have to plan out how you announce these things. You can't just have a little child run around the castle screaming that the king is dead.
Yeah, but why was the kid the first one to find out?
Because he's probably the kid that like he's probably like some nobleman's son who works in the castle as like he's like a liege's son.
I thought that was like one of their young kids because he was very blonde.
Was Dawn invaded? The king is dead.
Oh.
Fuck that one up.
Yup. Brought the wrong energy to the meeting.
With his last breath, he impressed upon the queen his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
They're not gonna have it.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
Yes, there is much to be done.
This guy's like, excuse me?
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
Wow. This is...
To replace the king's chosen heir with an impostor.
His firstborn son is hardly an impostor.
It is theft. It is treason, at the least.
Mind
it is
your tongue, Lyman.
The king was well last night, by all accounts.
No.
I care not. I will have no part.
Down!
What?
Throw down your sword and remove your cloak, Sir Criston. I am your Lord Commander, Sir Criston.
Oh my god.
There was no insult to me, Sir Chris. You put aside your blade.
The door remains shut until we finish our business.
If you're trying to be the good guys, maybe don't behave like the bad guys.
Proposal.
What of Rhaenyra? She'll never bend the knee.
Good luck.
Nor will Daemon, which you know.
They have 5 dragons.
Yeah.
You plan to kill them.
They have 5 dragons.
The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did
unsavory-
not wish for the murder of his daughter. He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
Allison, what did you think was gonna happen? What did you
Well, she
think
didn't
your
think
dad
that
was
they had
gonna
already
do?
had all these plans. Like, she was kept in the dark.
Sure, but what's the other option? He's not gonna betray them.
I am Lord Commander of the King's Guard. I have no place here.
Fucking finally. He's been watching this whole time being like, what the hell's going on? He's like, this is too far, guys. God, I want him to just kick Kristen Cole's ass.
God damn. What an incredible opening sequence.
Where is Aegon?
Not here.
I don't know what you expect her to do.
Yeah. Are those her kids?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Your father.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
Ooh. I love this scotch.
Yeah.
Sconce?
Yeah, it's not scotch. That's a drink.
No, sconch. Isn't a sconch a thing?
I don't know.
Sconch. You did not! This is wild. The way they're like pulling this coup.
Prince Aegon's not to be found within the castle walls, Your Grace. Your father has sent Sir Eric into the city to find him.
Sir Eric knows Aegon. He has the advantage.
Cole needs me, Mother. Sir Eric isn't the only one who knows Aegon's doings.
Yeah, but you're so conspicuous. Like, the eye patch
You're
and
like
the hair.
6'3", a
Yeah.
giant eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fun.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
This is horrifying, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I don't follow.
He said time to get it wet. Every woman is an image of the mother, to be spoken of with reverence.
The words of a man who hasn't gotten laid in 15 years.
The prince is not here. He does not frequent the Street of Silk. His tastes are known to be less discriminating. How you've grown.
It's like, I've got your V card somewhere in my pocket here. Look at my wallet.
Must now pledge them to the future king. You'll not leave this room without declaring your intention.
That's a bold play, Otto.
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Let's go.
Long live the king.
Ooh, that kind of power play is tough. Because as soon as they leave, you don't know what they're going to say about you.
Yeah.
And now the
Which is why they need Aegon immediately to put him on the throne so that they, like...
It doesn't matter because the way they're going about it, the way people are going to talk about it, everyone is going to say it looked like you did this the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. It's the Hunger Games.
Oh my god, it's the child fighting ring from Dungeons and Daddies.
Jeez.
Where's Peyton?
They have them grow the nails and file the teeth. Prince Aegon spends many a night in this place. Do you see now what he is?
He keeps his own bastard kids in a child fight ring? I thought Joffrey was bad. Holy shit.
Yep.
Aegon is unfit to rule.
You tolerated the prince's proclivities for years.
Because it was my sworn duty, Eric.
It's for the hand to find wisdom. We swore an oath of service until death.
A moment of your time, my lord.
Are the twins about to fight each other? She knows where Aegon is.
Rather, I'm sent by one who knows where he is. I'll tell you, for a price.
Deliver him.
Oh, it's White
Damon's
Snake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not the band White Snake from the 80s. The White Snake.
I love his little man bun.
The twins are cool.
Yeah.
I hope we get more of them. Although I have a feeling a lot of people are about to die in this episode.
Yep.
What did he do?
He's trying to leave, right?
Let the king's justice take him.
All right. I would install the new king before I start cutting off heads.
There's no reason those hours cannot, in the end, benefit you.
They're all a bunch of scheming weasels.
I know.
I think one of the smartest things they've done this season is play that she has real love for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a version of this where she's just like forced to marry him, but they played more genuine emotion
I
than
will
that.
do you the considerable courtesy of assuming there is a good reason for the outrage of my treatment here this morning. And you are usurping the throne. It was my husband's dying wish. Princess Rhaenys, I loved my husband, but I will speak the truth we both know. You should have been queen. We do not rule, but we may guide the men that do. Gently.
You don't guide your sons in that direction?
And your White Cloak killed Lord Breezebury this morning, so...
You will be tempted to strike us, and war will ensue. Without your dragon, she may be persuaded to negotiate. If it's Driftmark you want, you shall have it. For you and your granddaughters to pass on as you see fit.
Alicent doesn't understand.
You are wiser than I believed you to be. And yet you toil still in service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison. You never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne.
Stir in the pot, stir the pot, stir the pot.
Rhaenys just bodied her.
Yeah.
A window of your own prison. Oh! Every character in the show is right, though. Rhaenys should have been queen.
Yeah.
Although, Viserys did great. The kingdom's fine.
He was like, he was a good person. He wasn't a great king.
They've never set up that anything happened outside of the Red Keep that was bad. He was only a bad king in the court.
I mean, like, dealing with, like, the crab feeder and such.
It got dealt with. There was no big war. Everybody's eaten. Everything's fine. He could have had a heavier hand.
Mysterious white worm, I take it.
White worm.
Or are you simply a further peel in this stinking onion?
My condolences on the passing of your king. I want an end to the savage use of children in Fleabottom. They are forced to fight and worse. There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
I will remember.
Wow. We love an activist.
She's made an impression.
Did she just become my favorite character? Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, you can have the prince, but stop using children for sport. It's a strong platform.
I want my mother.
God, he's so pathetic.
You flee where all the men die, seeking Aegon.
Damn. Oh, wow. Is Kristen on Team Aemond now?
No, he's on Team Queen, right? He needs to bring
Right.
Aegon to the Queen, and they need to bring him home.
But he's gonna let Aemond kill Aegon? I love the other twins, like, I'm good.
I was hoping you disappeared.
Is our father truly dead?
Yes. And they're going to make you king.
Let me go! I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited. You get no argument from me. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
The Queen awaits.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Aemond's thinking about it. Oh, this show is so good. I love that Aegon doesn't want it. He's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the fact that he doesn't want it is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Your Grace.
The hour is late, Lord Larys.
I have found out something you should know.
Add it to the list.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Your father knows this, but has left it in place.
Okay. So Larys has a foot fetish?
Yes, that is exactly what...
Little spiders is your lady in waiting.
Talia.
There are more like her. Even I do not know their number.
Okay.
I assume this task falls within your expertise.
It will be done.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I can't believe
that's what that scene went.
At all. Wow.
Who directed this episode? And was it Quentin Tarantino? That is amazing. What a brilliant choice. And the turn the look away. Oh my god, brilliant. Everything about that was amazing.
Wow, yeah.
When they ask what was the most shocking thing that happened in House of the Dragon Season 1, it will not be a surprising death. It will not be cool dragons.
It's gonna be the foot fetish.
It's the scene where the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms used her feet to control her minion. Because he has a fetish.
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
Let's go one of the Erics. I don't know which one, but one of them.
Well, as long as he doesn't die.
Yeah, nothing says we're the rightful ones here, like hanging someone in your courtyard.
Yep. I'm nervous. I don't think she dies, but...
Is that the White Worms? Larys moves quick when feet are involved.
You must make for the riverfront and find a ship before they know you've gone.
Might be easier if you weren't dressed as the King's Guard.
This way.
And if she took her hair down, she's the only one who wears her hair that high.
Oh, they're gonna get pushed to Aegon's ascension.
Do you know what has been done to give you this day?
Yeah, a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. He's like, I don't fucking want this.
King. And my father never wanted this.
That's not true.
As much of a shit as Aegon is, that guy's giving a great performance.
Oh, yeah.
He's
the actor is fantastic.
crushing this.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you rape women unless I really loved you.
Oh, yeah. Look at the shit I've let you get away with. They've done such a good job in these past few scenes of creating chaos without too many extras. Like these scenes aren't overpopulated, but the way they're shot is allowing the chaos to really be felt without like them having to have 700 people on set, and I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to do.
Well, especially with like the narrow streets and like how like it's they really are using the environment to their advantage. I mean, that's wild.
Wow. The show is gorgeous.
Yeah.
In how dirty it is. But it's gorgeous. Like, you know, when you're like watching a fantasy show and you're like, oh, so everyone just has like a Mach 3 razor and everyone has like, but like in this show, no, like they're kind of gross.
Yeah.
The people, you know, it's nice. It's real.
Our beloved king, Viserys the Peaceful, is dead. Aegon should succeed him.
I feel like these people are like, okay, I don't really care who's king.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is they're like, I'm sure, whatever. They don't actually give a shit.
This is very cool.
Yeah.
I love how much size and weight they're giving this moment. It's awesome.
It's too quiet. How much money do you want to bet a dragon just fucking blows right through here?
No.
Please give it to me.
May the crone lift her shining lamp and light his way to wisdom.
It might be her dragon.
It might be her dragon.
Giving a lot of power to someone you do not trust to make good decisions.
Yeah. All for the sake of blood, like.
Yeah.
But probably because he doesn't want it, he'll be easier to manipulate. I thought it was going to be too big.
Oh, Aemond.
Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne. Aegon the King!
Like.
Interesting. He's like, this is the attention I always wanted from my dad.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. He's loving it. They got the wind machine going.
The wind machine.
No. Oh no.
They just created a monster.
Oh no.
An absolute monster. That one guy.
Yes!
Fuck yes! Oh my God. I mean, RIP to all the like dead civilians. I'm so sorry.
There's a beast beneath the boards!
Yes.
It's what Helena said! No, it's Malays. It's Rhaenys. You were right!
Oh, these Whoa, where'd she get her armor?
It was probably like with her dragon.
Oh, okay. I was like, I love it. Her dragon looks so cool. Her armor, I can't.
You could end it all right now, Rhaenys.
Light him up.
I've never wanted to hear the word Dracarys more in my entire life. Damn it. Oh, Malace is a agile little boy.
Yeah?
Girl, I don't know.
Fuck.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah. She just gave them the biggest fuck you I've ever seen on television. Wow.
I don't know if I've ever like screamed like that watching something before, but I can't wait to edit this.
I have not. This is like
wow.
Wow.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, it's a little like of a half measure, Rhaenys. You could have finished it all off there.
Well, okay.
No, she could. We're about to have a lot of death and destruction. A lot of her kids are going to be put in the crosshairs coming up because she didn't just. She had all of them just lined up. Larys was there. She could have wiped out all of her enemies in one fatal blow.
Yeah, I think that it's tough, right? Because they're also family. And I don't think Rhaenys is like a murderer.
What are you talking about?
She did just kill a bunch
She killed like 4,000 innocent people.
Yeah.
The only reason anyone survived is because they were on that stage. But if you were an innocent, non-green human being, right? Non-green makes it sound like you're like not an alien, but
yeah.
If you were an innocent person in the middle of that room, plus the hundreds of people that got killed on the stampede out.
Yeah, no, you're right.
She just killed, conservatively, 1,000 people.
I guess she just wants to fuck with them. I guess she's just gonna be like, yes, my dragon plus all the other dragons are about to come knocking on your door. You better be ready.
She could have just snuck out. Like they could have. The dragon pit doesn't only escape through the floor of the sept, right? Like
no. Yeah, she could have.
She chose the floor.
Yeah. No, 100%. She sent a message. Yeah, I really wonder why she didn't just kill them all.
I don't know. Because I don't know. It was cool as hell though.
Yeah.
This was a weird fucking episode of television.
Yeah, it was.
Built beautifully. I think the like structure of the coup was built so wonderfully throughout the whole episode. Like the way that we passed through these phases of who is on whose side within the Greens.
And how quickly it moved and grew and snowballed and the pacing was very like intentional to set the mood for it, which I think was brilliantly done.
And I think it's interesting how they're playing Alicent right now because they're playing her as this character who has so much power, but is so out of her depth in terms of the action of what's going on around her. The fact that she gets to that small council meeting and is like, wait, you guys have been planning this for a while? And I'm like, have you not met your dad? You think like he was going to start thinking about this after the king died?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where she is consistently, Olivia Cook's doing an incredible job, right? But she is consistently this character who, like, there's this weird tendency in her to think the best of people, but then accept their worst. And because of that, she's ended up in this situation where she really is on the wrong side of history because she has accepted the worst from all of these people close to her.
Yeah.
And she is in
except
pursuit of her.
Rhaenyra.
Sure, but in pursuit of her father's dream, because I don't genuinely believe that it's hers, right?
No.
But in pursuit of her father's dream, she has allowed this war to break out, and she's allowed her son to become a literal monster.
Yeah. And
she's installed a monster on the throne. Yeah. Although who knows how much validity his claim will have after his ascension goes the way that it does. But
yep.
It's really fascinating the way that they've turned her into a really complex character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When they said at the beginning that she was going to be the Cersei of this show, I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't get it, and now I do.
Yeah.
In that, like, I always hated Cersei, but I also always understood her.
Yeah.
I also think Cersei was smarter than Alicent has been. I think that Alicent is allowing people to kind of surprise her, and I hope that this is the moment where that ends.
Well, and it kind of goes to show the difference in their, like, I think, like, younger lives especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cersei always wanted power, and she always wanted to be queen. Like, she had no reason to, like, sit idly by, whereas, like, I don't even, like, you know, Alicent, I don't know if she really thought that, like, by, like, being friends with the king that she would end up marrying him. And maybe she did, like, partially, but it was never like blatantly like a power grab, right?
Well, it was her father. The difference was it was her father's power.
It was from her father's, and so she's let herself kind of be used in this way, whereas Cersei like balked at any notion of that.
We don't know that though. Cersei might have been put in the same position by Tywin when she was younger.
Oh yeah, well that's why because she married Robert Baratheon. Well, actually,
but we meet Cersei at a later. Like, we meet Cersei at this point.
Yeah.
We don't meet Cersei when she's 15.
The other thing as well is, like, Cersei, like, probably could have actually been a good queen if Robert Baratheon had actually cared an ounce for her, right? Because she has that scene.
No.
Yeah, no,
because she's still...
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Cersei would have still been boinking her brother. And it, like...
Well, maybe.
Regardless
I don't actually know if they started sleeping together before or after that, but she was excited to marry Robert. She looked up to him. She like had a lot of respect for him. She was so excited for them to be married and to have this life together. And he fucked that up. And like I think that a lot of who she was that we saw in Game of Thrones was because of that moment and then those moments building on moments further on, right? Because he
maybe
you know, he was terrible and Cersei was terrible. But who knows, right? Like no one's like born a terrible person.
I don't know that I agree with that. I think that you're being very generous to Cersei in the way that we meet her when Joffrey is already what, like 14?
Yeah.
And so
which means she's been under fucking Robert Baratheon's thumb for 14 years.
No, but she's been sleeping with her brother for longer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were probably sleeping together before Robert. But like
they have a bond. There's also prophecies involved.
Sure.
Like, there's a lot of weird... Cersei's got a lot of... Let's get to this show.
Yeah,
and like
that's a whole other discussion that we can
have a whole conversation about Cersei. But I was just saying that, like, what they've done with... the point that I was trying to make when I brought it up was that they brought up that she's the Cersei of the show.
Yeah.
And I kept wondering why they said that.
Yeah.
Because throughout the first half of the season, I really didn't get that vibe at all from her. And I still kind of don't in the sense that, like, they're very different characters.
Yeah, but they both love their children and will do stupid, horrible things for them.
Yes. Including allow that boy to be king.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra would just be a better queen than he would be a king.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Aemond would be a better king than Aegon.
Yeah, Aemond, probably.
Look, I'm going to be honest. Aemond is rad. And Aemond, in my opinion, has not actually done anything wrong.
That we know of, yeah.
Like his snide comments about the strong boys are honest. I can't fault him for being honest. Like, Aemond to me is an awesome character. I adore him. Mm-hmm. He's so cool. The actor who's playing him is crushing it, and he's doing what Matt Damon. God damn it. Matt Smith was doing as Damon.
As Damon, yeah.
Matt Damon in the first few episodes, where they're not giving him a lot of well, honestly, Matt Damon the whole time, but Matt Smith, God, oh my God, I'm so dyslexic. They're not giving him a lot of dialogue, but he is bringing a presence that you would expect from, like, an actor who has been in a lot, who just naturally has presence, because you're like, oh, I've seen them in a million things. Anytime they're on screen, I recognize them, and, like, it means something.
Yeah, no, he's
brand new to me.
Yeah.
And yet he is bringing, like, he exudes something on screen in every scene that just allows these scenes to almost revolve around him, even when he's not speaking.
Yeah.
And it truly is, it's a remarkable thing that he's doing. I think that he's giving it in a way that is really hard to do silently.
Yeah.
And I'm so caught up in Aemond.
Yeah.
And so I at this point, in my opinion, I wish he was on Team Black.
I know.
Because
him and Daemon are gonna have a showdown.
He's going to make bad choices because he loves his family, which makes him an interesting character, but it's gonna make me sad because I'm gonna root against him.
Does he love his family? I don't know yet.
I think he loves his mom.
Maybe.
I think both those boys love their mom. There's a reason Aegon got pulled out of the cabinet under the candles and was like, I want my mother. Like, those boys love their mom.
Well, yeah, because they know that she will do anything to protect them from their own actions.
Including self-feet pics on onlyfans.com/Allison Hightower. Go to... That was wild.
That's gonna be a thing. That someone's gonna make that page and it's just gonna be that clip. Yep.
It's so funny.
I was not expecting that at all, but it was like it was a brilliant scene. Obviously, it was like, oh gosh, like because she's like clearly very uncomfortable. And
also
wow.
like I'm so disappointed that we don't get to see the first time that happened, because how they have a routine, right?
Yeah, they
which
have a
means
routine.
they've done it multiple times.
Yeah.
How did they get there? How do you get from we eat pancakes together to I jack off and while I look at your feet and you try not paying attention to the fact that I'm doing it?
Yeah.
Like what is the process of building that relationship?
I don't know. And you know what? We're never going to find out.
At all.
No, God, no. She's very uncomfortable.
I thought that he would be her next king. Or her next husband, sorry. Obviously, he won't be king, but...
Oh, God, no.
Well, no, but earlier on, when they were, like, having dinner and, like, when they were working together more, I kind of figured, Alicent seems to have a thing for older men who are a little bit falling apart. Her last husband had leprosy. This one has a bum leg. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, like, I thought they might be telling the story of, like, Alicent being this woman who likes to care for broken things. Because there are definitely people like that, right? There are people who do kind of fetishize being a woman who has someone to take care of.
Yes.
And so they go after someone who has, like, a physical disability or something like that because it allows them to feel needed.
Yeah.
It's not a healthy relationship dynamic.
Yeah.
But it is one that exists.
Yeah.
And I thought they were kind of setting Alicent up as that kind of woman in her relationship with Viserys, and then the way that she kind of takes in Larys. Obviously, that's not the case now.
Yeah. No, but that's interesting.
Unless her kink is like feeling ashamed at the decisions that she's making, because she would be horny all the time. She's got a lot of shame.
Yes.
In her decisions.
For good reason.
Sir Criston Cole, how is he still like?
I don't know.
He's gotten away with too much at this point.
I know. Like nobody like. Yeah. I'm surprised. I guess people are just scared of him. Like he will kill anyone, and the queen will be like, "It's fine."
Yeah.
I think it's just fear. Yeah.
Yeah, because at Laena's wedding to Rhaenyra, he killed
Laena's lover.
The first lover, not Craig, the other one.
He was like,
his name's not Craig.
No.
I know it's Carl, but I called him Craig that one time. I giggle about it.
That's like
But Criston has made like every wrong decision and has been allowed to get away with it because Alicent trusts him, I think. But how can you trust him when he like literally accidentally murdered Sir Breezebury? Lord Breezebury?
I don't know.
That was wild too.
Yeah. That poor guy. He's like, you guys, this is wrong. And they're like, yeah, fuck you. Like, justice for Lord Breezebury.
Oh man. At least Graham McTavish made it out of that scene alive. The bald guy with the beard.
Oh, the
Lord
guard
Commander.
captain. Yeah.
I don't know
Lord Commander.
Lord Commander. He is great. I think he's gonna be fighting on Team Black, and I'm here for it.
I think so as well.
Or does he come back now that there's a king? Now that the ascension happened.
No, because he says like I serve the king, and like
I know, but he said
the king's
until
wishes.
there is a king, there's no place for me here. But there is a king now.
Maybe I don't know if Alicent would like trust him to come back after he like. Well,
Criston Cole certainly wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's off to go see Rhaenyra.
I want them to publish the big white book, the thing that Brienne is writing in the Lord Commander book. In the world of Game of Thrones, the Lord Commanders like have a journal that they pass down to the next Lord Commander.
Right.
And I really want to read the Criston Cole and the Graham McTavish's Lord Commander's like entries about Criston Cole.
Yeah.
And then like I want them to publish that, and then it like you flip the page and suddenly it's Criston Cole writing about like his perspective on the things that.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
It would be. I would love that. I would love to have that book.
That'd be great.
That's the next thing that George R. R. Martin needs to write.
Yes, please.
I'm shook. This was incredible.
That's great. I love this.
I love this show so much.
I'm glad I did not get spoiled on Twitter.
We've had a really good year of television.
Yeah. Had some good fantasy.
Like, Peacemaker came out this year.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker
right?
this year.
Like Peacemaker, Andor, House of Dragons, Sandman, Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man is off to a great start.
Yeah, it's very good so far.
we got Willow coming out after this. So like even though Rings of Power and House of the Dragon are ending, and like it's like, oh no, the fantasy's all done. No, because Willow is the end. We get Willow through the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
For like nerd television, this has been the most insane year I think ever, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because when the first Game of Thrones was coming out, it was kind of Game of Thrones and then like the CW superhero shows.
Yeah.
Which are I like them. I've seen every episode of all of them. I'm that guy, but like I'm wearing a Superman hat. Like, no, that's not true. I am behind on Superman and Lois, but I will catch up. Like I know I'm gonna watch all of it.
Yeah.
But we're in this new era where like the stuff that I love is being treated so seriously and like adult, and I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I will say I as someone who fell in love with all of these nerd things as a child, my one concern right now is that so much of it is for adults.
Yeah.
Like House of the Dragon is so adult. The Harley Quinn animated show is incredible. So adult.
So adult, yeah.
You know, and so there is a part of me that wonders, is there are we leaving younger audiences out of the fandom? And that makes me a little bit nervous. Even like we're going to watch Black Adam later this week.
Yeah.
And there's a part of me looking at those trailers that like this movie just seems like it isn't very like younger audience friendly.
Yeah.
It just seems like it has more adult themes and like and you know, that was my concern with Zack Snyder's Justice League as well, right?
Yeah.
Where I enjoyed it, but I don't know that it brings in younger audiences in the way that the things that like the Bruce Timm cartoons did when I was a kid, or the X-Men animated series, or Spectacular Spider-Man did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've gotten so adult with all of it because my generation grew up and loved this stuff, and it's financially profitable to make stuff for our generation, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in it, but I do sometimes wonder, where are we finding that next generation of nerds, and are we leaving them out of the conversation by making everything so R-rated?
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer to that question is. I'm hoping Black Adam is more all ages. Black Panther 2 kind of won't be because of how I think grief heavy it's going to be.
Yeah, it's tough because like, you know, maybe there is more stuff for kids coming out, but we're just like, I mean, at least I'm not seeing it because like it's for kids and I don't like pay attention to that.
I'm not talking about the for kids stuff. That stuff's coming out, right? Like DC League of Super Pets hit this year. There's stuff for kids. I'm talking more that like Batman, when I was a kid, was an all ages character.
Oh, okay.
And lately Batman is less all ages, right?
Star Wars Willow will be all ages.
Willow's a good point.
Willow will be all ages,
yeah.
I think, you know, like...
Rings of Power was a little bit more... Well, no, but even Rings of Power had, like, some pretty, like the close-ups in the innkeeper scene of the, like, swords passing through people.
Pretty gory and, like, hard material to deal with, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting. All of this stuff was
and
so
Sandman
much...
definitely not.
No.
That's, yeah.
It was all lighter when I was a kid, in a way that, like, I just wonder... Or maybe because I don't have kids... I'm not realizing that people are just showing their kids stuff like this now. And like, this is, cause like I watched Buffy when I was like 8. The first conversation I had about sex with my mom was because Buffy and Angel had sex and Angel lost his soul again. Sorry, spoilers for season 2 of a 20-year-old television show. But
yeah.
No, oh my God, 25-year-old television show.
Don't worry about it.
But I had to go to my mom and be like, I don't understand what just happened. Like, and my mom had to explain to me what happened. Very openly, thankfully. Like, my mother was really honest with me, which I, to this day, very much appreciate. But, so maybe it's just that the matter of, like, kids are watching House of the Dragon. And you know, we've just kind of lost that kind of human made-up idea that kids can't handle certain levels of content. And maybe I need to, like, get over the idea that the content for kids needs to be what it was when I was a child.
Yeah, who knows? I think that, you know, that's a really, like, important conversation, but one that's would take up a lot of time.
I mean, it took up time in this video.
No, I just mean, like, I would be interested to hear from people. Like, you know,
comment down below if you have thoughts about that.
If you have kids, do you show them, what are the lines now? Like, even ratings, I feel like people don't take as seriously anymore. It's more so whatever they're so
like PG-13, you
generic.
can say one F word. And it's like, if you say the F word once, what's the difference between one F word and 3? Like really, at the end of the day, what is the difference between those two things?
Yeah,
You're allowed to show one boob. What's the difference between one boob and both?
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like, they're so arbitrary.
Yeah, no,
you can have insane violence, but you can't show, like, butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't really understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird world. I feel like people are trying to figure it out. I don't know. I would be really interested to know, but yeah.
Rhaenys just is the queen of my heart right now. That was incredible.
Nailed it.
I love the White Worm. I hope she's not dead.
I hope she's not dead.
I don't think she is.
No, I feel like she probably planned. She knew that if she like put herself into the open like that they would come for her. So I feel like she had a backup plan.
She's only dead if we see the body.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's pissed now because she probably doesn't know that it wasn't Otto that did it, right? Yeah. She might not. So like next episode, she might be. Although I've heard. I'm not going to say it because some people might not know and don't want spoilers. So I'm not going to say anything. If you like this video, and I certainly enjoyed watching that. So if you liked it, like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. And in this episode, the algorithm goddess, of course, is Maleis.
Of course.
She was just in the dragon pit, like waiting for food. And you can feed a dragon for the simple donation of 1 comment on this video.
I love that for us.
The small price. If you want to watch the full reaction where we have even more oohs and ahs, you can go over to patreon.com/nerdynightly. And finally, you can follow us around the internet. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
And I'm at Claris Polaris.
Aegon the King, I guess.
Nope.
Probably for not too long, though.
Not my king.
Hashtag not my king.
Hashtag not my king.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye.